Now, with the order of ex parte that you mentioned that she got against you, the temporary order of protection, many times that's used, and the police know this really good, better than, well, the court system don't know anything. But the police are the ones that are out there having to arrest guys for breaking those temporary orders of protection that come a dime a dozen. Um, they have to arrest guys that have no business being arrested. They have to hurt people that have no business being hurt. I've had them tell me that many times. Now, in this case, in when my second wife left me, the adopted mother of my adopted daughter, that's what she did. She got a bogus temporary order of protection in 1997, which gave her temporary primary custody, and it also provides child support, which a lot of women use those bogus orders of protection. Now, she wanted to keep contacting me all the time, even though she had an order, a temporary order, ex parte order of protection, as we call it here in the state of Missouri. She always wanted to have one, she told me, running against me, so at any time she wanted, she could call the police on me, have me arrested at choice. The whole time she wanted to get child support and have custody of the daughter. Now, as much harassment as she was doing to that on me, I can tell you this is how things went down with me. We were dealing between a police department of a municipality here in St. Louis County uh, and the sheriff's department where she was staying at in a trailer when they had that crystal meth lab out there. We were dealing back and forth. Okay, so she would be calling the sheriff's department where she lived at, and I received quite a few calls from either police officers or sheriff's officers, and I was getting to the point to where I was blowing up on the police or the sheriff's departments. And finally, one of them just like was talking very calmly to me and told me, he said, "You know what, man?" He said, he goes, "You keep telling us that we're allowing ourselves to be used to hurt you, and we know you're getting hurt." But he told me, he said, "Here's the secret. You are an American citizen, same as she is. You have the right to legal protection, the same as she does." He said, "Why don't you use the system against her like she's using it against you?" And I really took that advice because as time went on, in a short amount of time, one ex parte order would come up to court, she wouldn't show, nobody would show. And then she would, within a week, go out and get another ex parte order against me. So what I did was I went down to the St. Louis County Civil Courts building. It'd be the Civil Courts building in whatever city you lived in, and went to the Adult Abuse Division and filled out an ex parte order of protection against her. Okay, well, when she showed up in St. Louis County, when it came to court for a hearing in front of a judge, and so did I, for a at that point you're going for a full order of protection, which lasts a year. And anyway, the judge sits there, he listens to both cases, he asks questions, and what it boiled down to was I ended up getting a full order of protection against her. So that's my advice, is the advice that the police give me, is let use the system like she's using the system. Go put an ex parte order of protection against her. When the court date set, show up for court. If she doesn't show up, you automatically win by default, and the courts put out a full order of protection against her in your behalf. It doesn't matter if you don't know her address. You know her name. Hopefully you may have her social security number. You have last known addresses. That's all you need to go in to the adult abuse division of your civil courts building in the city you live in to place an ex parte order of protection against her. And in your case, I would do that. And I'm hoping you the best of luck on that, because that's what she deserves.